Power does not always come from explosions, muzzle flash, or burning powder. Right now on Amazon, some of the most powerful weapons are reaching extreme velocities and delivering real stopping power. And surprisingly, many of them are completely legal to own. From high-powered air-driven systems to overlooked survival weapons and unconventional platforms, this video breaks down non-gunpowder weapons that offer serious penetration, practical effectiveness, and power most people still underestimate. Let's dive in. Air Force Texan. Air Force Texan is one of the most powerful production big-bore pre-charged pneumatic air rifles in the world, built for hunters who demand extreme accuracy, modular performance, and raw stopping power. It's a single-shot, side-lever powerhouse offered in calibers from .25 to .50, letting shooters match the rifle to medium game or heavy-bodied animals like deer, wild hogs, and even African plains game under proper regulations. The single-shot side-lever design is deliberate, maximizing airflow and projectile acceleration for consistent energy and repeatable shots. Every pull of the trigger is intentional, precise, and fully controlled, prioritizing performance over rapid follow-up fire. Fill pressure varies by model. Earlier Texans operate at 3,000 psi. While LSS versions handle up to 4,500 psi, supporting larger air volume and sustained power. Standard models feature a 490cc air tank, with larger tanks available on LSS versions for extended sessions and higher energy output. Power defines the Texan. It's among the few air rifles capable of ethically taking large game purely with air. That force is delivered through high-quality components engineered for predictable, repeatable performance. Accuracy is ensured by match-grade Lothar-Walther barrels, renowned for tight tolerances and consistent precision, allowing heavy projectiles to hit exactly where needed at long, ethical ranges. Control comes from Air Force's patented adjustable power wheel, which lets shooters dial output up for full hunting power or down for lower-intensity shooting. Says all without tools or disassembly. Starting at around $1,000, the Air Force Texan firmly occupies the premium big bore category. It's not a casual showpiece, it's a rifle designed for hunters who demand absolute confidence in the field, and its reputation as one of the most respected high-power air rifles reflects exactly that. This is the point where air rifles stop being underestimated and start demanding respect. The Umarex Hammer .50 is not built to impress on paper. It is built to deliver repeatable, ethical power that holds up when a real hunt is on the line. The Umarex Hammer .50 is a big-bore PCP air rifle designed specifically for serious big-game hunting. This is not a custom shop experiment or a limited-run novelty. It is a full production platform engineered to deliver rifle-level energy with consistency that hunters can actually rely on in the field. The power system is where the Hammer earns its name. It runs on a pre-charged pneumatic setup filled to 4,500 psi. From that massive air reserve, each shot is regulated down to 3,000 psi. That regulation is critical. Instead of delivering one dramatic shot followed by a steep performance drop, the Hammer produces multiple full-power shots that remain consistent from the first trigger pull to the last. Caliber is a true .50 with a .510-inch bore. The rifle uses a straight pull bolt action designed for speed and minimal effort. Thanks to Umarex's patented light-speed valve system, the bolt can be cocked with roughly a 2-pound 2-inch pull, exceptionally light for a platform producing this level of output. Velocity depends on projectile choice, but the numbers place the Hammer firmly in big-game territory. With a 180-grain ARX projectile, muzzle velocity can reach up to 1,130 feet per second. Step up to a heavy 550-grain slug, and velocity settles around 760 feet per second, producing up to 705 foot-pounds of energy. Shot count is intentionally focused on quality over volume. Expect 3 fully regulated full-power shots per fill, with the carbine version capable of delivering 4. Feeding is handled through a 2-round auto-indexing rotary magazine, keeping reloads fast and dependable while maintaining reliability under extreme pressure. Accuracy is where the hammer separates itself from raw power builds. The regulated system allows the rifle to produce groups of approximately 1 inch at 50 yards using 350-grain slugs. For a .50 caliber air rifle, that level of consistency is exceptional and speaks directly to its real-world hunting capability. Everything about the hammer is built around ethical performance. It is designed for harvesting medium to large game such as deer and wild hogs at responsible distances, where legal. Regulation, valve design, and projectile compatibility all work together to prioritize clean shot placement over flashy energy claims. Pricing for the Umarex Hammer .50 typically ranges from $900 to $1,150, making it one of the most accessible true big-bore hunting air rifles available. This is what happens when air power gets compressed into a bullpup that refuses to be subtle. The Hatsan Hercules bully is built for shooters who want extreme output, serious range authority, and the kind of air capacity that keeps performance consistent instead of fading after a few shots. It is a bullpup-style PCP air rifle engineered for high-power hunting and demanding target work. At its core is a pre-charged pneumatic power plant filled to 3,625 psi. Air is stored in a massive carbon fiber bottle mounted along the forearm, available in 480cc or 500cc configurations. That oversized bottle is the backbone of the rifle's shot count and its ability to maintain stable velocity across different calibers. Caliber flexibility is one of this platform's strongest advantages. The Hercules bully is offered in .177, .22, .25, .30, .359mm, and .45. That spread allows the same platform to serve precision shooters, pest control, and large game hunters where regulations allow, simply by choosing the appropriate caliber. Despite its power, the bullpup layout keeps the rifle compact. Overall length measures just 36.2 inches, while still utilizing a long 23-inch rifle German steel barrel. That barrel length maximizes energy extraction from the air charge without turning the rifle into an unwieldy tool. Weight comes in at approximately 10.3 pounds for the rifle alone, giving it a solid planted feel that helps manage recoil and stabilize heavy caliber shots. Whilst operation is handled through a smooth side lever action feeding from a rotary magazine. The synthetic stock is fully ambidextrous and features Hatsan's Easy Adjust cheek comb, allowing shooters to quickly fine-tune eye alignment for optics without tools or guesswork. Noise control is handled by Quiet Energy technology. The fully shrouded barrel integrates a sound moderator capable of reducing report by up to 50%, a critical feature when launching high-energy projectiles and managing follow-up opportunities in the field. In its most extreme configuration, the .45 caliber version shows exactly what the Hercules bully was built to do. Velocities reach around 850 feet per second, generating roughly 290 foot-pounds of energy. Shot count sits at approximately 8 full-power shots per fill, fed through a 7-round magazine, emphasizing authority over volume. Pricing for a new Hatsan Hercules bully typically falls between $900 and $1,000, depending on caliber and retailer. This is the moment an air rifle stops playing small game dress-up and steps fully into serious hunting territory. The Benjamin Bulldog .357 is not built for targets or backyard fun. It is engineered to hit hard, penetrate deep, and humanely take medium to large game where legal. Built as a bullpup-style PCP air rifle, the Bulldog is designed for hunters who need real stopping power without carrying an oversized platform. Deer, wild hogs, coyotes, this rifle is purpose-built to handle them while staying compact, balanced, and impressively quiet for the level of energy it produces. At its core is a pre-charged pneumatic power plant filled to 3,000 psi. That air drives heavy 9mm lead slugs through a long 28-inch barrel, producing muzzle velocities up to 800 feet per second. And the result is up to 200 foot-pounds of energy, firmly placing the Bulldog in a class where ethical big game harvesting is achievable under the right conditions and legal frameworks. The bullpup configuration is more than just a design choice, it is a performance advantage. Despite the long barrel, overall length is kept to just 36 inches, making the rifle far easier to maneuver in tree stands, ground blinds, thick brush, or tight shooting lanes compared to traditional long-action air rifles. The action uses a smooth bolt system feeding from a 5-round auto-indexing rotary magazine. Shot count is intentionally tuned for power rather than volume, delivering approximately 10 consistent shots per fill at full output. One of the Bulldog's most underrated strengths is its sound signature. Though Benjamin's proprietary sound suppression system dramatically reduces report, keeping the rifle significantly quieter than most airguns producing similar energy. For hunters, that translates to less spooked game and better follow-up opportunities after the first shot. Everything about the Benjamin Bulldog .357 is mission-focused. This is not a plinker. It is not a casual trainer. It is a compact, hard-hitting hunting air rifle designed to deliver heavy impacts with controlled precision. Pricing for a new Benjamin Bulldog .357 typically lands between $900 and $1,050, depending on the retailer, and whether it is sold alone or bundled with accessories such as a scope or pump. The Lancehead F1 Crossbow is a revolutionary high-performance hunting weapon known for its extremely compact design, achieved through a unique torsion drive system that uses coiled steel microlimbs instead of traditional long limbs. That engineering delivers a constant width of just 3.9 inches, cocked or uncocked, which means no limb flare and no clearance stress, and no awkward body positioning, turning ground blinds and tree stands and tight shooting lanes into confident shooting environments where space stops being a limitation. Maintenance follows the same rethink. Equipped with U-Tune integrated maintenance, the Lancehead F1 allows strings and cables to be replaced or tuned directly in the field without a bow press, using only a few compact tools, which keeps hunts moving instead of ending early. This customization comes built in through Camo Swap. Interchangeable side covers and stock components allow hunters to change camouflage patterns to match seasons or terrain without committing to a single look for the life of the bow, and that flexibility carries into the field. Trigger control is handled by a TriggerTech single-stage system engineered to be frictionless and crisp, delivering a clean and predictable break that matters when a compact high-energy platform demands absolute precision. In the hands, the Lancehead F1 feels more like a rifle than a traditional crossbow. The ultra-slim chassis promotes a natural shooting posture and improved balance, especially when shooting from seated or restricted positions where stability decides outcomes. Performance supports the design. Arrow speeds land between 360 and 370 feet per second with a 170-pound draw weight and a 24-inch power stroke, generating 99 FPE of kinetic energy with a 325 grain bolt while maintaining an overall length of 35.5 inches that stays compact without feeling cramped. Pricing reflects the engineering behind it, with the Lancehead F1 Crossbow positioned at $2,495, delivering a premium limbless platform built for hunters who want innovation to translate directly into real-world performance. When control matters more than firepower, this is what professionals reach for. The FN-303 Tactical is not built to penetrate, intimidate, or escalate. It is engineered to stop movement, regain order, and do it with precision that older, less lethal systems never achieved. Designed specifically for military and law enforcement use, the FN-303 Tactical is a compressed air launcher built to deliver controlled blunt impact with consistency and accuracy. The system operates at 3000 PSY and fires fin-stabilized .68 caliber projectiles that are designed to fragment on impact. That fragmentation transfers energy efficiently into the target, creating immediate compliance while sharply reducing the risk of penetrating trauma. Ammunition flexibility is one of the platform's biggest advantages. The launcher feeds from a detachable 15-round drum magazine with a clear housing, allowing operators to instantly verify both remaining round count and payload type. Available projectile options include inert impact rounds, marking paint, and OC pepper irritant, giving teams the ability to scale force appropriately without switching weapons. The chassis is fully modular and built around familiar ergonomics. The launcher ships with an FNS CAR buttstock that adjusts for length of pull and cheek rise, and folds for transport or confined environments. The pistol grip interface accepts standard AR pattern A2 style grips, allowing agencies to match existing training standards and shooter preferences without retraining muscle memory. Accuracy is where the FN303 Tactical truly separates itself, and the system is optimized for precise shot placement out to an effective range of approximately 55 yards. Supporting that capability is a continuous top Picatinny rail with 60 MOA of compensation, allowing optics to be properly zeroed for extended, less lethal engagements. Reliability and efficiency were clearly prioritized in the design. An optimized internal operating system reduces wear, significantly extends service life compared to older launchers, and minimizes maintenance demands in the field. A single air tank delivers approximately 110 consistent shots, keeping the platform operational during prolonged deployments. Muzzle velocity sits around 279 feet per second, striking a careful balance between impact effectiveness and safety margins appropriate for less lethal use. In terms of availability, the FN303 Tactical typically falls between $2,150 and $2,775 and is generally restricted to qualified military and law enforcement agencies. Burner SD Kinetic Launcher. The Burner SD Kinetic Launcher is a compressed, air-powered, less lethal personal defense platform built for people who want real stopping capability without stepping into firearm territory. Instead of gunpowder, it uses an 8-gram CO2 cartridge to launch .68 caliber kinetic projectiles at practical defensive speeds, delivering strong impact while remaining legal to purchase in the United States without permits or background checks. That accessibility is paired with a design that feels familiar and controllable. The reinforced polymer frame and honeycomb-textured grip give it the handling of a compact pistol, but with virtually no recoil. Burner's patented pull-pierce technology keeps the CO2 cartridge sealed until the first trigger pull, whisk ensuring the launcher stays pressurized and ready even after long periods of storage. For situational awareness, the SD features an integrated Picatinny rail that supports lights or laser accessories, making it easier to manage low light or high-stress encounters. Ambidextrous safety controls and improved fixed sights allow fast target acquisition without complicated manipulation, keeping operations simple when seconds matter. Performance is where the Burner SD separates itself from novelty defense tools. Average muzzle velocity reaches around 280 feet per second, generating roughly 10.9 to 11.8 joules of energy. That translates to meaningful impact power across real-world defensive distances, rather than short-range deterrence only. Effective range extends to approximately 60 feet with consistent accuracy, since each 8-gram CO2 cartridge provides about 20 reliable shots at room temperature without a noticeable drop in power. The standard magazine holds 5 rounds, and most SD Kinetic kits include 2 magazines, a protective hard case, CO2 cartridges, and multiple projectile types including training, kinetic, and eco-kinetic rounds. With a starting price of $330, the Biorenna SD Kinetic Launcher delivers a balanced combination of accessibility, reliability, and practical defensive performance, making it a serious option for less lethal personal protection rather than a last resort gimmick. What you've seen today proves one thing: firepower is no longer defined by gunpowder alone. These non-gunpowder weapons are faster, stronger, and more capable than most people realize, pushing the limits of what legal, modern weapon systems can do. If any of these surprised you, drop your thoughts in the comments, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and make sure you like and subscribe for more deep dives into powerful gear most people still overlook.